A children's play centre, which has stood for more than 40 years, is one of the dozens of buildings that need major repairs after a water pipe burst in Newtown in Birmingham.
Severn Trent Water has spent 3 days carrying out repairs and speaking to residents who've been forced from their homes. But there are still no answers as to what caused the pipe to burst. Melissa Wright reports.
40 years of work and memories wrecked by water. Staff at this children's play centre in Newtown in Birmingham could only look on as water rushed into the building from a burst pipe nearby.
One of our large trunk mains burst, so that burst blowing out the surface of the road and lots of water cascading down the road into and impacting some of the properties in the local area.
These were the scenes when the pipe burst on Saturday. Concrete no match for the force of the water. And this was this afternoon. The water gone, but the level of damage obvious. Not quite so clear is why the pipe burst at all.
So we don't know that at this point, and what we'll do on completion of the repair, we'll take the pipe away for analysis to try and understand what may have caused that.
Just take a look at some of the cars affected, and inside you can still see mud and water sitting at the bottom. On others there's a line that shows just how high the water came. Well, behind me they are working to wash down the drives, get things looking back to normal. But when you go inside these properties, it's clear that getting back to normal is going to take some time.
The water was coming onto the pavement, the grass verge was covered, it was coming into the house. And so then by then, the water was keep increasing very rapidly.
Inside sofas, settees, fridge, freezers, it's totally, underwater. And my mother just had her open heart surgery done, and she had to be rescued by the fire people with a raft.
This is one of several burst pipes in Birmingham in recent days. This was Cornwall Street in the city centre this morning. There was also a burst water main on Lichfield Road in Aston last night. But Severn Trent Water insists there isn't a connection or a wider problem. Why are so many of these happening at the same time?
So the other pipe bursts that we do have are happening in other areas of the city, and we do have burst mains at various times throughout the course of the year. So what we have is teams ready to respond to that 24 hours a day to make sure that we fix them as quickly as we can and keep the water supplies onto our customers.
Is there a bigger issue here? Is there a widespread problem with our pipe network?
No, there's not. As I've said, there are a number of burst mains at any time. We are working to fix those as quickly as we can.
Wheeler Street is due to reopen later this week, but getting the lives of those who live here back on track will take a great deal longer. Melissa Wright, ITV News, Birmingham.
And you're watching ITV News Central, still to come on our programme.